Yo, do your boy a favor and hit that subscribe button. It's free, and I just want to help. Yo, what it do, fam? It's your favorite transformation specialist, Mr. Grind Time, here once again. And this one is a couple of days behind. Coco, get down. Get down. Actually, give me a second. I got the truck still running because it's hot. But I'm finna turn it off. And so I'm gonna have to make this pretty quick. But yeah, I on my Facebook a couple days ago, and actually I've been trying to get on to do this since then, but hey, things happen, right? What it do, Miss Mama, pretty mama? How you doing? But I posted a, get down, Coco. Dang, don't have time for this. I posted a question on my Facebook. The question was, is what the caption says. Basically, why do we get older? I mean, why do we gain weight when we get older? And one thing about me, everybody know, well, if you know me, you know that usually if I post something, if I talk about something or whatever, then I've either experienced it or I've researched it. It's one of the two. Hey, you're welcome. But yeah, I posted this question on my Facebook, right? Just to see what type of answers I was gonna get. So I wonder if anybody on here can tell me why they believe that we gain weight when we get older. Cause I had one person actually answer the question for me. I was expecting more. But I had one person that actually answered the question, and she actually she wasn't wrong. It was a good answer, you know. And her answer was, you know, because of our metabolism slows down. That's why we gain weight. That's a part of it. I'm curious, that's a part of it. But if you hear that, now you gotta ask, why does our my bad, I'm trying to tap the screen on TikTok. Oh yeah, if you're on here, like, comment, share. TikTok, tap the screen, hook your bar up. Trying to grow something here. But it's not about the likes and all that. It's more about helping people increase their health. That's what I'm all about. That's what I was sent to do, and as many people I can get to as I can, straight up. But like I was saying, your metabolism slowing down, but now you got to ask the question, why? You know, that why question is annoying, I know. But you got to ask, why is your metabolism slowing down when you get older? And that all goes back into the points I'm about to hit. Now, it's free. It's free. So just hook me up, tap the screen, give me a like, you know, share it out. You know, get your boy Mr. Grind Time on the map, because I'm coming. But yo, the biggest things, the biggest reasons why we gain weight, it's not even because of our age. Because if you actually look it up, if you actually research it, the human body, in the humans, your metabolism is actually not set to start slowing down until the age of 60. So take that into consideration. If your metabolism is not supposed to slow down until 60, why do we have 20-some, 30-year-olds metabolism barely moving slow? That was a loaded question, by the way. of why do we gain weight when when we get older. That was a loaded question. But I will tell you the biggest reasons why, and it's not because of getting 30, 40, 50, 60 years old. Because like I say, your metabolism is set to slow down until the age of 60. So what causes all this extra weight gain that we're getting now? Why are we gaining so much weight? Comes to really 3 big things. The older you get, why you gain weight easier. First is your diet. I don't even like the word diet. The way you eat. And that's one thing I can tell people. The way you eat will do a lot, whether it can help you or hurt you. Stop, Coco. Dang. She be throwing me off. I'm sorry. But yeah, the way you eat. Because that's the single biggest reason. That's really the biggest reason for most of the problems we have. That's why we got, I forgot my percentages. That's why we got so many people with IBS and stuff like that. Just like one thing I've been in the lab lately. I've been doing a lot of researching. And did you know that your gut health could have play a big factor in you not just gaining weight, but stuff like dementia, stuff like cancer, like diabetes, high blood pressure, all that stuff? That's just a byproduct of what you put in your body. All of these health problems we have, the majority of them we give to ourselves. And the majority of them we don't need a doctor to fix. Everything starts right here in that stomach. That's where it starts. There's so many foods out here, especially nowadays, because they've genetically modified so much stuff that even if we think it's healthy, it's not. A lot of times. That's just like one thing I just found out. One thing I never thought about is fruit juices, like orange juice. That was my thing. I used to drink gallons of orange juice. But if you research the sugar content in orange juice, you'll be surprised. You will probably be amazed. But our diet is the first problem. How we eat. And it's nothing a lot of people don't understand. How you eat is way more important than how much you eat. Example. You go to McDonald's, get that 700 calorie Whopper. Yeah, Whopper has about 700 calories. If not more. 700 plus calories. So in that burger, you're taking in 700 calories, right? This is for my calorie count people. But you can have 700 calories of meat and vegetables. Now, I'm not trying to get anybody to eat like me, because me personally, I don't even eat meat no more. But that's only because, well, pork, I learned too much about pork. But beef, chicken, all that stuff, I stopped eating that because of my taste buds reset, and I started actually tasting how that stuff actually tastes. So I'm not trying to get you to eat like me, but like I was saying, 700 calorie burger compared to 700 calories of meat and vegetables. Same 700 calories, right? No, it's not. It's the same amount of calories, but how it interacts with your body is what's going to make the difference. It's going to make the change. The burger with all the carbs and the extra sugars and extra processed stuff, all the ultra processed stuff, that stuff is going to cause, it's not going to react with your body the same way that this meat and these vegetables will. And I ain't talking about the anything ultra processed, you should not put into your body. Anything ultra processed, you should not put into your body. But I actually went off on a tangent on that one, and that's actually for a different live. I'm gonna talk about that type of stuff in a different live. But number one reason why we gain weight when we get older is your diet. Number two, as we get older, you know, we coming up, we go to elementary school, middle school, high school, but then what? Now we got to go into the real world. What happens? Stress level goes up because it's a totally different, something new, something totally different. So, second biggest reason why we gain weight as we get older is we tend to have more stress. It is what it is. Everybody knows that the older you get, the more stuff that you have on your plate now. You get older, you get out of school, now you get a job, now you or start a business, now you start having kids, now you got a family to worry about, and your original family, your blood family, still looking for you, to do things, of course. But all this steady compounding more stress. Stress releases cortisol. Cortisol puts weight on you. And it's not good weight, it's fat weight. My story. When I was 10 years ago, before I started driving trucks, I walked around, I think, my max weight was about 150. I walked around average about 140 to 145. That was my average walk around weight. Because I fought in bantamweight, which was 135 pounds. So I couldn't get too high because I had to cut down to 135. So, but during that time, no matter what, it seemed like no matter what I did, I couldn't gain weight. Until I came on the road. Which is going to lead me into my third reason why we gain weight when we get older. Like I say, diet, stress, and activity level. Diet, stress, activity level. Those three things right there are a recipe for you gaining weight. Get back to my story. Like I say, I couldn't get over 150. I finally got up to 150 and I got excited. But I could not get over 150. I started driving trucks not even a couple of years into my career. I looked up, I'm 190 pounds. So I done put on 45 pounds that quick when I couldn't put on no weight before. Dang, hold up, they shook my truck too much. Give me a second, I'm back. like I said, I put on 45 pounds that quick when I couldn't put on weight at all. But, dang. Put that to hold it up. Mother phone keep getting knocked down. Now, how was I able to do that? And, hold up, my bad, I gotta go back. That 190 pounds, that extra 45 pounds was all here. Was all belly. Well, most of it was belly. Some of it was my man boobs that I grew. But, golly. They be tripping. They don't have to hit these trucks that hard. My bad, I'm getting loaded, so. But like I say, most of it was like all fat that I put on. 45 pounds of fat. But I went from a lifestyle of training every day, because I was fighting. I was MMA fighter. Oh wow. Yeah, I was an MMA fighter, so I was training constantly. I was always moving. I was watching what I eat because I couldn't let my weight get too high because I had to cut down weight. So my diet was good. My activity level was good. And one thing about training, one thing you learn, your stress level goes down. The more you work out, the lower your stress level would be. So I had all that going for me. I had a good diet. I had good amount of activity, and I had a low level of stress. But once I started driving trucks, you sit and you drive for 10, 11 miles a day. No activity. I wasn't working out afterwards or before. I was just sitting. My diet was terrible because if I couldn't, everything I ate came out of truck stop. And I ate it while I was driving. That's what I ate. I ate whatever I could. So everything was quick. Everything was ultra processed. And I wasn't moving. Gosh, dog it. And one thing about driving for a living, gosh, dog it. I'm gonna have to kill my Facebook because it's horrible. One thing about driving for that many hours, you're not moving, you're not doing anything, and it's real stressful. Dealing with people cutting you off, jumping in front of you, slamming on their brakes, and then the attitudes at the different stores and the people when you're delivering and picking up. All of these things come into play. All of these things raise stress levels. So I had a terrible diet, trying to find parking exactly. So I have a terrible diet. I wasn't active. Let me make sure. And I was stressed. That was a perfect combination for me gaining 45 pounds of belly. Don't sound like much, but when you starting off at 5'6", 140, 145 pounds, and you put on 45 pounds of fat with no muscles, my arms were smaller than they are now. It was all here, and like I said, I started growing man boobs, so that's how I knew it was a problem. But it really didn't hit me that it was a problem until I was bending over to tie my shoe, and I couldn't breathe. I had to hold my breath to tie my shoe. I started making this. I'm like, okay, yeah, as we get older, yeah, our metabolism slow down. No. If that was really the point, the reason, we wouldn't have all these what I call fine over 50, sexy over 60 people. No, it wouldn't be like that. It's all about you and how you do. It's all about if you can maintain. Because like I say, your metabolism isn't set to slow down until 60 years old. That's when it's supposed to start slowing down. We should not have all this diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, Alzheimer's, dementia. We shouldn't have all of these extra diseases or afflictions. Let's say that. All these different cancers. Gout, that's another one. Most of this stuff we do to ourselves. If we could change those 3 things, you can literally reset your body. Fix your diet. Get active. And I ain't talking about going to the gym, working out for hours. No, I'm not talking like that. Just start by just walking 15 minutes at a time. Then start walking for time, but trying to maintain a certain pace. I mean small. Start small and work up. Get off of these ultra processed foods. Stay away from I'm gonna be straight up with you. Stay away from McDonald's and Burger King, Wendy's, all that stuff. Like I say, I'm gonna get into why on another live. I ain't gonna be on here much longer because it's getting hot. I'm already starting to sweat. But it's like 100 degrees right here in Missouri where I'm at today. But yeah, get off of those ultra processed foods, because I'm gonna give you this much about it on this live. I'm gonna give you this much about it. The more processed it is, the more it's gonna add weight to you. But why? Because of how your body breaks it down. That ultra processed foods, that's the stuff that your body goes for first. That's just like you might as well be eating sugar. You might as well be eating sugar. Because that's the biggest thing that your body goes for. Sugar is easily broken down. Sugar is one of the first things that your body goes for energy. Your body's always burning something for energy. The more sugar in your system, the more it's going to store away everything else. But why is that? Because when your sugar goes up, what does your body do? How does your body combat sugar? It releases insulin, which is why most diabetics, I hate to say it, most diabetics are overweight, and they will continue to be overweight unless they totally make some true, real lifestyle changes. But when your sugar level goes up, your body releases that insulin to bring it back down, because your body's like, okay, it ain't supposed to get this high. Okay, let me bring it down. But how does insulin bring your sugar down? It stores it away. Where does insulin store sugar at? In your fat cells. Where do you have the majority of fat cells? In your stomach area. So now you got an overabundance of insulin in your body, which is already causing other problems. But that insulin is storing that sugar and all that stuff that you don't want. They're taking it and they're storing it, and it's mainly storing it here Mainly here. That's why usually when you gain weight, when you start getting, you know, whatever level you at, it usually starts here. It usually starts right in your stomach. What do you do, Mr. Brad Bickett? How you doing? That's where your... Yes, sir. I'll be there. And that's why. Because it has to... That's how it lowers your sugar. It stores it away. But as long as your body has sugar to feed on, because you're constantly putting it in your body, it's going to constantly keep storing it away. It's going to use what it needs and store the rest away. Use what it needs and store the rest away. That's the cycle. But you don't realize that it's going on because, like I say, the human body is great. It's so smart. You probably didn't even realize your sugar spiked up. You probably didn't even understand, didn't even realize it. But that's because your pancreas was like, oh no, we gotta fix this like now. Let me get this out. Let me get this sugar back down. Let me get it down. And that's what it does. At the expense of your fat cells. Which is why, like I say, most people gain weight in their stomach first. And then it works out. Think about it. Anything I talk about, Google it. You can Google it. I want you to know BS. Because like I say, everything that I talk about, either I've experienced myself or I researched it. And on this topic, it's both. Because I was addicted to Dr. Peppers. Y'all see what I'm drinking now, right? I was drinking a 6-pack of Dr. Pepper a day. I was addicted to sweet stuff, period. Chocolate was my thing. I had times I would wake up in the middle of the night, put some chocolate in my mouth, and go back to sleep. That's how addicted to sweets I was. But then that addiction proved to be more than just sweets. It proved to be, I was addicted to food, which is another live I'm going to do later. Because, like I said, it got too hot in here. I just wanted to come break that down to you. Because, like I said, I posted that question on my Facebook just to see what type of answers I would get. And this is stuff that we don't know, because this is stuff that they don't want us to know. Why? Because the more you eat, the more you want to eat, especially the ultra processed stuff, and which leads to what? Unhealthiness, which leads to different diseases, which leads to, obesity, which leads to all of this. So why wouldn't your doctor tell you about it? Because it don't benefit them. The food industry definitely not going to tell you about it because it's not going to benefit them. All these industries are in it to make their dollar at the expense of you. So that's why you have to educate yourself. You have to do research. Look inside. Try it on yourself. Like everything I do, everything I talk about, I see it in myself. which is what makes me go and research it. But yeah, that's all I've been doing. I've been in the lab researching because the more knowledge and I can get, the more I can help you. And that's all I want to do is help you out. Which is also why, and before I go, I'm going to say this real fast. I decided to come up with my own plan. My own health and wellness plan. I'm going to be launching it soon. It's going to be different levels to it. And it's all about increasing your health. So look for that to come soon. I'm going to get on here as much as I can because I have so many other topics I want to talk about. I just be allowing these jobs to slow me down. But soon that'll be over too. But, oh shoot, I'm done now. So let me go ahead and get off of here. Look for me because I'll be back like I always say. And remember, I ain't got nothing but love for you. I just want to see you do good. Much love, fam. Peace out.